welcome to the living room. We've got Rich and my wife will be here in just a minute. We're trying a little different setup. We're going to have a family live here and see how it goes. So let's look in the comments. I've got a tablet over here so I can see everybody and see what's going on. So let's see what we got here. Got American Country 716. He showed up early. Haha, there we go. And Iffy Kids here.
Who's Iffy?
Allwood Burns LLC. He's waiting impatiently. Ken's here. Got Josh Leach, and yes, Josh, that was Rich on the tractor for sure. Lake Ontario Firewood, Frontier Firewood. Clarence Dobson. Ooh, Josh Leach had Irish stew for dinner. That's cool.
What's that?
Irish stew is like an Irish beef stew.
Oh, cool.
Jacqueline Dower, Robert Daigle, Wise Choice, Dennis Rexford, Sherry Miller, American Country 716. Ted Miller, Lake Ontario Firewood, Tim Poor, Brianna Gorman. Brianna Gorman says she likes your haircut, Rich. He's working the flow on his mullet. Kevin Violet's here. Allwood Burns. Yep, yeah, he's got his TKP shirt on too. You guys don't miss much.
That's a big boom, baby.
Yep, that is a big Indiana boom, baby. The SOL department's here. Daniel Atkins showed up. Uncle V's here. Craig's Cord to Coles. Joseph Grande. Sean Richards. Clarence Dobson. Miller Stumps and Firewood. James Lacey. 902. Yeah, so I think we're caught up just a little bit. So today, I took the day off, kind of. And we went to Rockland, which is about an hour and 45 minutes-ish away from where we are. And we went and got some donuts. My wife found a new donut shop she wanted to try. We got there and found out it was their third Sunday of the month, which on their third Sunday of the month, they do a special downtown crafts festival. And the donut shop was sold out all except for 4 donuts. So we got what we got.
And we got the same exact donut.
Everybody got the same donuts. There was no fighting over it. And there we go. Get a little closer there. There was no fighting over them. And they were good. But after we got back, we stopped and we bought some hot dogs. And we went over to the new property in Argyle. Jasmine's here for some scratches. And we started doing some burning, getting rid of some brush piles and doing some other stuff too.
And I cut down the first tree.
And Richard played around on Papa's new tractor. My father-in-law bought the LS tractor that I bush hogged with a week or so ago in one of my videos. And got that taken care of. So that worked pretty good.
Cut down the first tree with a hatchet.
I have not tried the only donut in Belfast.
Good to know.
So Sherry Miller's here.
Is there room for me?
Rick, no, yeah, you can move the cat.
Uh-oh.
Kitty, kitty, kitty. Kitty, 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 kitty. Kitty, kitty.
Uh-oh. Tim Poor thought it was the day without breaking anything. And he ran into the processor with the wheel loader. Nobody's fault but his own. You gotta watch out, Tim. Can't be doing that. So we've got the whole gang here today, and we figured that we'd just chat and see what everybody was going on. I started a minute earlier than normal, so I started 8 p.m. Eastern, and we started 1 minute earlier. So
Call Mac over.
let's see.
No, Mackie's
I'm
supposed to-
trying to get through the comments here and see what's going on.
I'm going to be doing the same thing that Dad's doing, looking at...
Oh yeah, we got the whole family here. Rose between 2 thorns, says Tim Poor.
Aw, yeah.
Yeah. Tim's sucking up now.
What's Tim Poor mean?
Tim Poor means mom's pretty and that you and I are just like thorns on a bush.
Yeah.
You mean chopped liver?
Yeah, chopped liver, same
Yeah.
thing.
I'm the rose and you're the thorn.
Oh, Shibe's live too right now, so there's some
Yes.
people watching Shibe right now. That happens.
I can do split screen and watch both.
Symington Seasonal Services says killer hair, buddy.
Thank you.
He does have a pretty good flow.
Rob outside in the 515, good evening. So, when are we moving?
As soon as my parents move out.
As soon as
Because
your parents
I
move out.
love my parents and I'm very thankful for the opportunity they've given us, but I don't want to live with them. So as soon as they move into their little tree house, or go to there's other property in on Campobello, then we will make the transition. But we can make the transition. Oh, Richard's on there. If you see any comments under 207 Wellness, that's Richard, just so everyone knows.
Because I'm using.
Oh, Wise
Her
Choice
phone.
booked his hotel for the Hope event. That's awesome. American Country 716. I really like the Cord King too. The Cord King has been really good. They've been excellent to work with. I think the Cord King may be sold already. I've got 9 hours on it, and I think it's sold. I had a gentleman come and try it yesterday. He took an invoice to go to the credit union with on Monday, and he said he'd let me know by noontime. So I think the Cord King is probably going to go down the road, and they've got another one waiting for us, so it's okay. We'll be back with something the same but different. So we'll see what we got going there.
Do we know what bank he's using? Because I have a person that it's very easy. Acadia Federal Credit Union, if you guys are local to Maine and needing commercial loans, they are amazing to work with.
So Yadkin Valley asked what I was bringing to Hickory, North Carolina. I'll be bringing the Allwood down there. I don't think I'll be able to tow the splitter and the processor unless I have a second truck, and I think I'm the only one going down to Hickory, North Carolina. So we'll see what we've got to do, and we'll get it taken care of.
Someone said.
Bert's
so
in
funny.
here. Good evening,
Richard's
Bert.
on 267
Billy D.
Wellness, so.
Down East Tree and Family Firewood. He's here. How you doing, buddy? Yadkin said he'll be there to help, so there you go. Yeah, so we've got a lot of events coming up. So right off quick here, we've got Boonville coming up. There's a show in Pennsylvania right before Boonville. After Boonville, we have the event in Hickory, North Carolina. Then we've got Hope. Then we've got Bunyan. And there's another show right after Bunyan in Georgia that we may be going to as well. So it's going to be really, really busy. Going to try to get as much of that stuff in as we can. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make every single one of those shows. This travel all gets funded by us, and unfortunately, we're not independently wealthy yet. So we do the best we can to travel to all the events, but at the end of the day, we've got to have enough money to pay our bills too. So Hickory, North Carolina is Labor Day weekend. It's the Saturday of Labor Day weekend. If you look at Wood for Warriors on Facebook, the event is in their events page, and you can go through all of that and take that done. Yes, and there is a show in Escanaba in Michigan in September. That is a long, long ride for me from Maine. I'm probably going to pass on Escanaba. One, because Typhoon is not going to Escanaba that I'm aware of, and I don't know if Cord King is or not. But we'll see.
We're going to be definitely at Bunyan, though.
Yes,
I'm going to Bunyan.
We will be at Bunyan for
Bunyan.
sure, and Rich will be at Bunyan, and I believe K-Train's coming to Bunyan with us too. I think he's got vacation time saved up, so he'll be there.
Am I coming?
Well, I thought you were.
I thought I was too. Is Kevin riding with us?
I thought he was.
Sweet.
He can ride in the back with Richard.
Sweet.
But okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be sweet.
Yeah, Daniel, I'm in the same boat as you. Funded by Firewood. Yes. So Frontier Firewood wants to know about an all-wood hickory. The all-wood hickory, yes, there should be one of those in the works. Still not sure what's going to be on it for an engine. We'll see. But that's all in the works.
Kevin says yes, he does have vacation time for it.
All right.
Sweet, Kevin. Road trip. Sweet.
I think it's Friday and Saturday in Hickory, Ken. You can look at the page for sure, and then we'll go for there. Ted Miller just said 75 days until Bunyan. Logger Jason, we will be staying at a hotel for Bunyan. I'm not sure which one. The Residence Inn is sold out. I've heard that the Days Inn, or I think it's a Holiday Inn, just down the street still has some availability, so I've got to get something booked for there. Or we may do an Airbnb, and we'll just get back and forth to the live at the Residence Inn and do that. But the Airbnb is kind of nice.
I'm bringing IV supplies. Remember, so anyone that's going to be at Bunyan and you will think they might have a little too much fun on the live, because last year it got a little rowdy. I will be there.
So she'll have her IVs. So if you play too hard and need to get going again the next day, she can hook you up and get you going, and that'll take care of that too. So yeah, Boonville's coming up quick, Logger Jason, that's for sure. It's just everything's happening quick now at this point, and then we've got to move. I've still got a wood yard to make. We've got a bunch of cutting to do.
You should try to get a group of people up to help you with the wood yard.
Yeah.
They say many hands make for light work.
Yeah, I don't like a bunch of people working in the woods dropping trees at the same time. That's a recipe for disaster. So
yeah, it is.
That's a great idea.
Could you? Well, no. I mean, like you could do like the falling, and then like have everyone come and like meet you after, and like to move everything and get everything out of the way and cleaned up, and we could have like
6 people.
a barbecue or.
We'll see.
Dad's gonna cook his brisket.
It'd be kind of fun. I think it'd be kind of fun. But I agree. I don't want a bunch of people there cutting trees at the same time. I think that would be very dangerous.
Yeah, that's a bunch of people in the woods, more than 1 or 2 guys in the woods dropping trees at the same time gets dangerous, because it only takes one tree to go the wrong way and then somebody's in trouble. So even though you're a nurse and could probably take great care of everybody, we don't don't want to do that.
Listen, just because I can do it doesn't mean I want to do it.
So Allwood Burns LLC asked a question. Russ, do you schedule your daily wood cutting activities? I need to be more efficient of running around everywhere trying to get it all done at once. So I try to schedule out my week, and it changes from day to day. Sometimes the restaurants, they don't keep track of their inventory very good, or a store will run out of bagged firewood. That'll throw a wrench into the plans. And I also deliver for another guy that has a firewood business. We do all of his deliveries. John, we've been to his place on video before. So we do all of John's deliveries for him. I try to keep a running list in my notes on my phone, and I work down through the list. I try to have a day, a time, all of that stuff, and get everything going from there. It's a trick when it gets busy.
Okay. I've never seen this list that he supposedly has.
Me neither.
I have a list. I don't have a secretary that does all of my booking and scheduling for me, because some of us don't make that much money. There's not that much money in firewood compared to medicine, so I have to deal with what I've got. But yeah, it's one of those deals. The restaurants are the hardest ones, and Yadkin Valley said it right there. Restaurants suck. They wait until they use the last stick and then call on a Saturday. Usually that's what it is. I'll ask them on Wednesday, say, hey, we're going away Friday. Are you sure you're good? Do you need anything? Nope, we're all set. We won't need anything until you get back the following week. And then they call Friday morning and they say, we're going to need firewood or we're going to be out. And it's like, you ask and you try to do the right thing, and then it still doesn't really matter because you end up having to go down there and do it anyway. So it's just, it's one of those deals. I'll look at Salt Fork Lodge, Tim. I looked there earlier, and they did have some rooms, so we may have to do that too. Wise Choice Firewood says they'll be celebrating 39 years of marriage at Boonville.
Sweet.
So,
Congratulations.
congratulations to you guys. That's a long time to put up with somebody.
That's awesome.
39 years.
That's a long time.
You put up with me for 39 years?
I plan to.
You plan to? Well, good deal.
Let's hope so.
Let's Good job.
Oh, Richard. I love ya.
Not how do you spell Boonville?
Okay. So I think as far as Boonville goes,
Oh,
it's
oh.
probably me and maybe Richard going to Boonville. Richard.
I'm not going to Boonville.
You're not going to Boonville?
Why not?
I don't want to be stuck in a house all day.
I don't think you would be stuck in a house all day.
I'm
Well,
stuck
I don't
with
know.
Rachel.
So one of the so it may be just me at Boonville. We'll see. We'll see. It's one of those deals.
I have a one of my very good friends is getting married, and her bachelorette party is that weekend. So otherwise I would go.
Is this how you spell Boonville?
No.
A new computer would be good, Robert, and I'd like to have a Mac so that my phone
Spell Boonville.
and my pictures and everything will all tie together. I need to get a computer and an external hard drive so that I can keep more of my videos and all of that stuff and go to it that way. If Rich goes, he'll be doing interviews. Rich is pretty good at interviews and he likes doing that. So if he goes, I'm sure he'll be harassing a few people. That's what he does best. So
He is very good at harassing people.
well, Daniel Atkins has a good question for everybody. What do you put in for a mix on bundles and why? So I use everything that I have in my wood yard when I do my bundles, and it's just random, unless somebody wants to pay extra, and and if they want to pay extra, then we'll do single species of wood in the bundles. So like our
Single
smoking bundles, whether it's cherry, oak, maple, stuff like that for smoker woods, we'll do single species, but for the most part it's just mixed, and the way we do it is we just grab as we go.
Is going to come up, guys.
Ash and maple definitely dries faster, so you have more ash and maple in the bundles than other woods. Oak dries the slowest, so oak is one of those woods that not as much, and I've got a barbecue restaurant that's sucking up all of the oak that I have right now, so I need to get more oak. I haven't told these guys about the new firewood yet, though.
I was just thinking, like, have you told them about the new way in which you're going to get firewood?
I did not. So
Okay.
I woke up to a message on my Facebook Messenger from a large logging contractor, and they saw what we were digging through for firewood for the Cord King, and they thought it was a shame that we were having to deal with all of that nasty small stuff and crooked stuff and everything else. So they said, what do you need for firewood? And I said, what do you mean, what do I need for firewood? They said, if you could pick your size, what do you need? And I said, well, I said it would be best to have 10 to 16 inch diameter. If we could have 10 to 16 inch diameter, that would be best for what we're doing and what we're running. And he said, so if I told you I could do everything 10 to 16 inch diameter, that would work for you? And I said, sure. So they're going to cut it 16 foot 2 1/4 inches, which gives us absolutely 0 short ends. So every piece is going to be 16 inches with the kerf of the 404 chain by the time it's all said and done, for less money than what I'm paying right now, with guaranteed no rot, no punk, no knots, no crooked logs. It's going to look like saw logs. So that's definitely going to speed up our process for sure. Big time speed up our process. Really, really looking forward to getting the first load of that stuff. It's going to be a huge, huge, huge game changer and make everything way more efficient. If we get that size wood, I think what you're going to see is I'm going to try a Cord King with a 12-way wedge. The 12-way wedge and that diameter firewood is going to be single push, and everything is going to be awesome. So really looking forward to trying that out and seeing what happens there. Uh-oh, Brandon Hode's got my hurting back. That's not good, Brandon. Mine's just starting to feel better. I wish you nothing but the best to get that fixed quickly, because that's crazy. I don't like having a hurt back at all. Somebody had a question. Russ, how did you make out on the red bar oil? So, $7 a gallon, red bar oil, Can-Am or Bombardier Products bar oil, and that's going to be picked up probably Monday or Tuesday. So, going to be really, really awesome. Excellent deal on it, and really, really cool to see what's going on, and we'll see how that works. And it's red too, so that's good.
Why is that good?
Gramp wants red bar oil so he can see it in the snow and on the wood to make sure that his oiler's working.
Okie doke. Well,
I can see
happy
that.
Gramp, happy yard.
I can see that.
Gramp gets what he wants, that's for sure.
Yeah, he does. Dad's told me stories.
Yeah, so 902, they reached out to me because I talked about the saw sharpening service that we are trying to do. And that saw sharpening service, they run 404 harvester chains, and he knew that was what was on the processor.
I'll be right
So he said that he would be able to send a bunch of chains for us to sharpen, and that he would put me in touch with the guy that had the firewood to handle it. And the guy with the firewood said, he goes, if you don't get the prettiest loads of firewood that you've ever gotten from us, he said, then call me. He said, I want to see what you get. And I said, well, what do you mean? He said, usually when our forwarder operators are picking our firewood out, he said the truck drivers will come in behind and they'll high grade a second time as they're loading. If something's not perfect, they don't put it on the truck. So I'm really, really anxious to see what that first load of firewood looks like and how that works for us. So that's going to make it really nice. And Gramp is actually excited to try to run the firewood processor, which I thought was a little strange, but we'll see how that works. Lake Ontario, yes, I will still use the 4 cases that you have for me. I will put those through the firewood processor. So. JS Firewood, good evening, buddy. Good to see you. Josh Leach, you can use marine 2-stroke oil for saws. I recommend still using a good high quality oil for saws. You don't want to use a cheap oil. Use something decent. Yeah, Down East Tree and Firewood. Go to your local Can-Am dealer and tell them that you want their bar and chain oil. Can-Am has a bar and chain oil now, and if you buy it in pallet quantities, it's $7 a gallon. But what they're doing with me is there's another guy down in that area, the one that came to look at the firewood processor, might be buying it. He bought a pallet already, and he said I can take what I want off of his pallet. So that should work out good there. I get way behind on the chat. You guys are cruising tonight.
I know.
Talk to him for a minute, darling. I'm catching up.
Okay. Well.
Wait, hold on. I'll talk to him too.
Oh,
okay.
so Richard says he's going to be in more videos starting soon because he wants to get some of the money from the videos. What'd you do to the dog?
This is the poor dog has done something to his back leg,
Yeah, I thought you were
and
catching up.
I was just supporting his bottom, and he screams like that. So he has a vet appointment on Tuesday. They could not get us in any sooner, but he's not limping.
Yeah, he just screams like that.
He just, I don't know if it's a pinched nerve or if he's done something to like his ACL, CCL, something. I have no idea, but poor dog. Yeah, it's very sad.
I think that he's like torn a nerve or like
I don't think he's torn a nerve,
Or,
but
like, crushed a nerve.
gosh.
Yadkin, I believe it's 120 gallons on a pallet for the Can-Am oil. I'll check this week and I'll let you guys know on the next live on Wednesday. What I may do is if I can get the Can-Am oil here, I may talk to saw supplier and see if they're interested in stocking the Can-Am oil, or I may buy some of the Can-Am oil myself and just mark it up a little bit and sell some stuff here. So we'll see. Clarence says nice shirt, Amber.
Yes. This is the one that I designed.
Oh, is it the Cut Like Gramp
It's
shirt?
the Cut Like Gramp shirt. Yeah.
I want to design my own shirt soon, so check the merch stuff and all that.
He has one just like it tonight.
It has excellent taste then. Look, I'll have you know, I'm the only one out of the three of you that have got the Willey's Firewood and Earthwork shirt on.
But I have my Willey's Firewood suspenders on.
And,
I'm not-
and Richard has his Willey's Firewood boxers on.
Huh? We have those?
No.
I just cut a shirt.
That was my attempt at a joke.
I cut a sweatshirt, and then I have them on underneath my shorts right now. It is hot in Maine.
So Can-Am does not. There we go. That's better. I'm a little wide. I wasn't fitting in the picture real good.
Careful with the dog.
Can-Am does not sell bulk in barrels for the bar and chain oil. They only do the gallons, and I believe the cases are 3-gallon cases. Typically, I think somebody said they sell for like $11 a gallon, which still isn't bad. And they have winter and summer grade both, so a little bit of everything. Yeah, Down East Tree says easy. It's a family show. It's all good. If I get too handsy, she'll smack me. She's good at it.
I will. I think.
The postal office does, because the first shirt I sent for Clarence made it as far as, I think it made it almost to him, and then ended up back in Manchester, New Hampshire, and never left again.
What?
Never to be seen. So there's a postmaster somewhere wearing a Willey's Firewood shirt.
It must have like ripped open, and they must have saw how awesome it was, and they had to have it.
Maybe. I don't know.
Oh. That's all right. Did you get him another one, though?
I did. He's got it on, he said.
Well, I wasn't sure if that was the same gentleman. There's a lot of comments. It's hard to keep up.
I know. You're telling me. I'm trying to keep up. I'm doing the best I can.
There's almost 100 people. If you guys can maybe get one of your friends to come in.
Oh, you said that, and they disappeared.
And then 4 left. Way to go, Rich.
Yep. So Tim Poor just commented. He buys the Can-Am oil. He said 3 gallons to a case. He's paying $11 a gallon. So even at $11 a gallon, it's not a bad deal. And from what I hear, it's pretty good quality oil. Gramp likes red oil, so it's going to work out perfect to give us what we need as far as keeping Gramp happy. So one of the things that a lot of guys do, Brandon, is they'll use hydraulic oil or 1540 or anything like that, and use that in place of the bar and chain oil if they have to. Holy smokes, they're cranking on the comments again. Hold on. Logger Jason got 12 cases from Tractor Supply at $6 a gallon. We used to get it for $6.99 a gallon up here for a while, and it disappeared. We haven't had $6.99 a gallon bar and chain oil for a long time. Josh Leach says, don't forget to close out of the live chat and make sure you hit the like button. That helps to get this live out so that more people see it.
Yes,
and we can do all that. And Richard's over there confirming. Davey's logging. Good evening, Davey. Good to see you, buddy. Robert Daigle had something from Connecticut and it ended up in Nashua, New Hampshire on the 12th and just showed up yesterday. So if you ever get another shirt, Clarence, Merry Christmas. You'll have 2 of them if it ever shows up. But I haven't looked for a while, but I haven't seen it leave in quite a while either. So Brandon Hode wants to know what you're going to do on your channel, Rich.
What?
Brandon Hode wants to know what you're going to do on your channel.
So
They can't hear you all the way over there.
He typed something. I'm going to do a YouTube channel soon enough. I hope that Dad will and Mom will let me.
But what are you going to do on your YouTube channel? They want to know.
You have to have, like, you can't just, like pick your nose, you know what I mean? Like, you got to, like, have a...
He's good at that, though.
You got to have, like, a thought.
So, there's gonna be different seasons to the YouTube channel. So, during winter, I'm gonna do like survival stuff, and then during the summer, I'm gonna do fishing stuff. So basically, just like hobbies and stuff.
You
with my dad too.
Aw, I like that. Outdoorsy.
Yeah, like an outdoor YouTube channel. And then every once in a while I might do a live.
What are you going to call it? Rich's Great Outdoors?
Big Rich's bloopers.
That would be good.
I could make 2 channels.
Yeah, the blooper should be its own.
Uh-huh.
So Nick
So-
Mancini is here, and he's got Gavin and
Nick Mancini.
yep, and he's got his grandson Gavin with him. So thanks for joining, guys. Tim Poor said you must have been watching him if you were picking his nose.
Big Rich's Boogers. I like that, Lake Ontario.
You're getting all kinds of support now, buddy. Watch out.
All right, I think you're gonna have a bunch of Dad's followers want to follow you too.
Beth, good evening. Good to see you.
If you guys can get this to a certain amount of likes, I will do
Outside in
tons
the
of
515 says
uploads.
I think Rich needs a new 4-wheeler for his new channel.
Yes, we are going to plan on buying one after we sell the house.
Thank you. As soon as the house sells, I told him I want him to have a 4-wheeler.
So because the house that we are moving to, my friend's house is right up the road. He owns his entire driveway.
Oh, Craig's Cord Nicole
Ooh.
says it. Your channel needs to be rich in life.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
Richard's Day in the Life Adventure.
I like the other
That's
one.
a long channel.
Yeah.
Long channel.
I know too. I want one too.
Yeah, so he's looking at Can-Am. That's what he'd like to have. I don't know if we'll be Can-Am or not, but that's what he'd like to have.
A Can-Am
And-
4-wheeler or a Can-Am side-by-side?
And I agree, Brandon. A side-by-side would be useful,
Yeah,
especially
for
with
like
the
wood
bed
yard.
and everything on it. So it
That's what I told him.
Mullets and Mountains by Rich.
Ooh, that's a good
There you
one.
go. You guys are doing good now.
Mullets, Mountains, and Adventures.
Outside in the 515 says they're looking for a 4-wheeler for Sheila because he doesn't trust her on his 850 Scrambler. Just tell her, give her some. When in doubt, throttle out. It's all good.
That's the same thing that he told me when I drove his truck.
When in doubt, throttle out.
Yeah,
And
Rich in Life does have a good ring to it, that's for sure.
I like that one.
Craig's Cord to Coles says that he'll take a 5% royalty once you get going for the name of the title.
okay, and I probably will start doing live streams after I start getting more popular. So if I'm not doing live streams right off the bat, don't get mad at
Logger
me.
Jason says when you get to 1,000 subs, you should give one away. So you should buy 2 4-wheelers and give one away when you get to 1,000 subs.
Oh.
I don't
you-
think so.
If you guys
Dad's money's probably going to be involved with that, so I'm going to say no.
if you guys can get the
If-
videos to high enough views, I probably can be able to do that if you guys support me enough.
If any of you all help us sell our house or buy our house, we will buy you a 4-wheeler too.
Or-
So there we go.
Whoa, why are we buying everybody 4-wheelers
Well,
now?
no, not everybody. Just whoever
One-
sells this house.
Holy
Whoever
smokes.
buys this house first gets $1 billion. I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm just
Do
kidding.
not listen to the 9-year-old.
Nick Mancini said his grandson Gavin lost his first tooth this week.
Congratulations, Gavin.
Excellent.
So let me tell you right now, the Tooth Fairy has really upped their game. I'm a little shocked at what the Tooth Fairy leaves a lot of times, and I'm not sure why that is,
When
but
I lost my
holy
first
smokes.
tooth, I got 25 cents.
Good luck with that, Gavin. Maybe you'll get a new 4-wheeler.
$1,000 underneath his pillow the next morning, just like, dang, I love the Tooth Fairy.
Brandon says you need to hide the keys if you get a side-by-side so I don't hog it on you.
Yeah, I'm not gonna let you hog the gas that I will be buying.
So how are you going to buy the gas when you don't even have a job yet?
Oh, I have a job.
What's your job?
Tim, he's just like his dad.
YouTube and
Plucked
mowing
right from his
lawns.
father's butt.
Yeah.
No, I was plucked right from your butt.
No.
Technically,
No, that's not how that works.
yeah, because I came out of your butt.
Oh, boy.
All right. You need to stop talking about that. Wow.
I'm a comedian.
You're something.
Yeah, Tooth Fairy has inflation too. No doubt for that whatsoever.
She sells the teeth.
Yeah, everybody's getting a 4-wheeler. This is just like Oprah. This is bad.
No.
This is bad.
Not the only one that gets a 4-wheeler is Richard and
And whoever buys the house.
and whoever sells this house.
And that will probably
Oh,
be
football's
you.
starting this week for Gavin. It'll be starting pretty soon up here for Richard too.
See now, Gavin, do you play tackle or do you play flag, or do you plan?
Robert Daigle
Oh.
said he'll buy the new house because he heard what the new house is going to cost.
the new house is all set. We need to sell this house. So
The
I
new
appreciate
house,
the offer though.
million.
Yeah,
New
you
house,
never know what kids are going to talk about or what they're
Boots
going
in
to
the Grass says he's going to have to ask his girls to leave because he doesn't want to explain where they came from tonight.
Yeah.
In the world of Richard, things are a little different.
I already got taught that, but I just said "but" instead of what I actually came out
Okay,
of.
you need to stop. All right, there we go.
Oh boy.
Uh,
Yeah, Frontier Firewood. You never know. You never know.
See, even they know.
You guys live in a pretty cool area out there, Mike. I don't know if I'd move from where you are either, but the snow that you guys get, holy smokes, I'm
where are
all
they
set
from?
with that.
Where are they from?
Yeah, the current house will come with a lot of fire starter material if you want it, that's for sure. Yeah, kids say the darndest things for sure. Holy smokes, isn't that the truth? Have a good night, Brianna. Appreciate you stopping by. But yeah, no, we've got lots and lots
Put
to
you
do.
in the penalty box.
Yeah, Rich is in the penalty box. He's spent some good time there. He understands that. And see, right in line right there, you can just whoop, censored.
He did. We went on yesterday to Augusta for a hockey clinic, and it was called Check-in Like the Pros. And so he learned how to do some check-in. And he, although one of the youngest children there, was probably one of the biggest children there, and he was able to really hold his own. So.
That's right, Jim. Some people's kids. It's her kids, not mine.
Yes,
No.
it is. You're the one who decided to have it.
No, that was me.
That was your mother.
That was me.
Your mother asked for another kid, and I said, "How about a puppy?" And she said, "No, I really want one of our own." So we ended up with this right here, the little nose picker, and 3 puppies since. So I lost.
We compromised and had the kid.
And then we have 3 puppies.
I am not a knowledgeable steel guy at all, Mike. So hopefully somebody else is. I can't help you with the steel stuff.
What's the steel?
And Jim says he refuses to grow
It's
up. I agree,
type
Jim.
of,
I try to have
chainsaw.
fun too. I don't want to grow up if I don't have to. But there's sometimes that we got to be serious and we got to grow up a little bit. But I joined a saddle club years ago. Was meeting told 25 cents per bad word. Put $25 in the jar and said that'll start it. Yeah, sometimes it's hard. I mean, I try to watch my language as best I can, but sometimes it slips.
You want a funny steel story?
Yep.
So I used to work with a nurse who she got a healer dog and named him Steel after the chainsaw, but then realized, when you go to the vet, like when we go to the vet, like it's Mac Whitley, or Olive Willey. Well, their last name was Cox, so it was Steel Cox.
And this is why I don't have them on very often right
That was funny.
here. Oh dear.
Steel
Funny.
Cox.
It was funny.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I know about steel. Wow, I thought it was kind of funny.
Oh.
Welcome to my world, everybody. Welcome to my world. But yeah, no, it's we'll find out tomorrow, hopefully by the end of the day, if the Cord King that's in the yard is sold. Yeah, she's in the penalty box now. The show in Pennsylvania, I will find out for sure tomorrow, and I will put a post on the YouTube page for where it is. It is the 12th and 13th of August, and then Boonville is the 15th through the 17th. So
Somebody asked if the mom's name was Anita.
no, I don't think so.
No.
So the price tag on the processor for the one that's sitting in the yard, just like it is right now, is $61,400, and that comes with the repeater wedge and a 4-way wedge. So not bad at all. Can upgrade to a 34-ton and some other wedge options as well. But it's from what I see, this 29 ton has been plenty as long as you're putting decent wood through it. I ran a 22-inch diameter ash log through it yesterday. Had a big knot in one end of it, but we ran it through pretty good. And that one, it didn't struggle with it at all. Made really good firewood. So I'm impressed with it so far. It takes some getting used to pay attention to your wood and to pay attention to what's going on. I find some of the little pieces that come back is I'll reach in and throw them over. That is non-demoed price. So this demo won't have many hours on it at all. That 61.4 is a non-demoed price. So this has got 8 hours on it right now. So it's been demoed a little bit, but the people that are demoing it are the people that are potentially wanting to buy it. So it'll have a few hours on it, but not a whole lot. Yeah, the 620 Echo, they sell more of those than anything through Saw Supplier. They're a really good saw out of the box. They do a really good job, and they seem to really, for their money, I don't think you can get a much better saw. I want to thank all of you guys that have been helping with sawsupplier.com. We've been moving a pretty good amount of product through Saw Supplier, and we should have another new chainsaw coming from Saw Supplier soon. And we've got some more stuff coming from Saw Supplier for the God, Guns, and Sawdust podcast and our YouTube channel that we're going to do with that. So we'll have some interesting stuff to do for that. And Josh Leach has it right there. Willey 10, when you check out, will give you your discount and free shipping on new saws, trimmers, and blowers. So yeah, make sure you put Willey 10 in at checkout and save yourself some money. Saw Supplier is a really great company to work with. They do an excellent job, so can't complain one bit. Josh and Janice, I meant to call you today and I did not.
Rude.
So I will call you in the morning, I promise, because I have to get stickers for the podcast made. So I will call you and we'll get that taken care of. Yeah, so Tim, the processor for sure is, I don't know, it's one of those deals where you really got to pay attention. You got to pay attention to what you're doing. There's more moving parts and pieces. And sometimes you get in a rhythm and you're just really not paying attention and it can create an issue. This processor is a different style processor than what I've run before. So it's just a bit different. I like it. It does a really good job, but I enjoy running it. Kevin had a good time running it. It's very consistent. That's the nice thing with the repeater wedge. It's very, very consistent.
Huckle? What's a huckle?
He retracted his message.
Hackle.
Oh.
Peanut gallery. So, how many of you guys are going to Boonville? I know I'll be there at least. I don't know if Richard's going there, but I'll be there. She's not going. I'll have TKP and Ryan from the podcast. They'll be there, and we'll get everything going. For the podcast, we're gonna pre-record some episodes. We're gonna do a live episode, and we're gonna make sure that we take care of that while we're out there. We're gonna do another live episode in Hickory, North Carolina, when we go down for the Wood for Warriors event. I think I'm the only one going to that one too. But yeah, so Logger Jason's going to Boonville. That's gonna be a pretty good ride for you, Logger Jason.
When's that one?
Labor Day weekend.
Labor Day weekend. I've never been to Boonville, right?
Well, that's going to be right before school, right? Is that why we're not going?
Labor Day shouldn't be school. He should be off for Labor Day.
Mm-hmm.
I know, but like if it's Labor Day weekend,
Um,
we have to drive back.
It's only one day to come back.
Oh, who was this? Up in Bangor the week before and after Labor Day. Anything fun going on?
Firewood, more firewood, Nick.
Always fun.
Maybe moving too. So, a little bit of everything.
Well, bye guys. I'm going to go get ready for bed and just chill.
All right. See you, Big Rich.
Bye.
I can turn now and everybody can see us better. Look at that. Wow. Look at us, huh?
Look at us. Just think my skin looks so nice and healthy.
Dad, can
It must
you
be
use
that
Mom?
device that you had.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can use Mom's phone. Here you go. I can read it from here now. Oh, I forgot to call Robert too. I was busy today, guys. We were donut shopping. I don't need that. I can read it from there. We were donut shopping, and then I got over to the new lot, and we just got going. And then I got here, and I went out and played with the firewood processor a little bit. Ran a deck of logs off for the racks, and yeah, it's the Life of Rich episodes to put on your channel. Boy, oh boy, if we could get the commentary from Rich, if we put a mic on him and just let him go, some of the things that come out of the kid's mouth, I may have to censor the channel a little bit. It's not that it's inappropriate language, it's just the thought process up here is a little inappropriate.
It's never a dull moment with him.
Yeah, the repeater wedge on the Cord King is definitely a really, really nice upgrade. With the 34 ton, if you know you're going to be running bigger diameter wood anyway, the 12-way wedge is really, really nice too. But yeah, it's one of those things that everybody is just a little bit different in what they have for wood. Again, once we start getting this new stuff, holy smokes, it's going to be a game changer to have wood that's that nice. It looks like saw logs. It looks like you go into a sawmill and they're delivering you saw logs, but that's what they're bringing us for firewood every single load now. So that'll be completely different.
When are you gonna get your first load?
First load should be here Friday or the following Monday. They weren't sure which, but it will be one of the 2 days. And the load that's coming is going to be mostly beech and ash. Should be one whole tier of beech and one whole tier of ash. Comes on a center mount, so it should be roughly 11 to 12 cords, but it's sold by weight, so. Yes, so in the new yard, there will be a corner of the lot for the woodshed, Gramps Woodshed. So we'll have a corner of that lot set up for that, and all that stuff will be kept separate over there. That stuff will all get cut, split, and stacked. And it will be delivered through the Maine Veterans Program and Wood for Warriors Maine, and we'll go from there. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of work, but it's rewarding work. If I had the ability to do charity stuff all the time, I would do the charity stuff in a heartbeat. Speaking of charity stuff, it's not really charity related, but somebody sitting to this side of me here has some pretty big news too. So she's going to be a president of her BNI chapter, which is Business Network International, and she was voted by her peers to be chapter.
Yeah, I joined a year ago, and my one time in my investment, we've done close to $20,000 through referrals from BNI in my business. So it's definitely paid off, and it's been a good experience for me. I love networking. I love meeting new people, and it's given me a good opportunity to give back to the community in another way. So I'm all about it. I think it's a great organization. So I was very excited when they asked me to be president.
Did you tell them about the special guest and how everybody really enjoyed the special guest that came to BNI?
So, one of the things that we do at BNI is it's all about learning about the other people in your chapter and their businesses. So we're only allowed to have like one plumber, one electrician, one contractor, one lumberjack, one wellness clinic, one of each thing. So you all meet and learn about one another's business, but like every week you get up and you pitch your business and like what your ideal client is. And then once a week we have the we do like a 10-minute presentation. So I always like to bring my husband to my 10-minute presentation for like moral support. So I had to do my 10-minute presentation, and I brought him, and he also pitched his business, but he did such a good job that they wanted to declare him the winner, but they couldn't because he was a guest. So
Yeah, it was a ripoff. It's rigged.
it's not rigged.
So
Not rigged.
I saw somebody ask if we have a date nailed down for the charity cutting event. We do not have a date nailed down yet. We're still working through logistics of getting moved, getting the wood yard finished. It's going to be probably later in the fall.
Yeah.
Once we get closer, I'll be sure to let everybody know, so that those of you that want to come up and lend a hand and want to do that, we'll do that as well. Now, Ken asked, is BNI just for business members, or can it be for real people too? Because he's recently retired, but he may be interested in learning about other businesses or have something to contribute. How does that work, President?
So it is for businesses and nonprofits. So if you had like, Wood for Warriors, and you were trying to raise awareness and raise funds for something like that, then you could join as a nonprofit. You can just go as a guest as well. You don't have to,
And BNI is everywhere. So if he's in Ohio or Pennsylvania, wherever he's at, he can get online and look and find those chapters.
It's international. It's all over the world, actually. Yes.
Well, that would make sense with BNI Business Network International.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah, happens.
But no, it's a good investment. I mean, it's worthwhile for me. Like, I think, for me as a business owner, so I'm a nurse.
Hang on, guys, I'm moving you.
Nurse practitioner. I did not go to school for business. I don't know about insurance. I don't know about like legal stuff and logistics and marketing. So like, in order for me, when I go to this meeting every week, everyone's been vetted. Like, you have to, like, they're not just going to let any Joe Schmo in. So it's, people who have integrity, people who have good references, people who have, a good sense of community. And it's one of those, it's just, I don't know, it's kind of hard to describe. Like, you just go in and you're like, yep, these are my people. And I immediately felt that. And, it's like I think I paid $700 for the year, but like I know it's a lot up front, but I tell you, my business earned just under $20,000.
Well, I listened to all the referrals, and it seemed like her business got most of the referrals.
Yeah.
I know Firewood is more of a niche thing, and looking around the room, not a lot of
that's not
necessarily instant potential there, but with some of the other stuff I have going on, there's some huge potential there.
Huge potential.
So we're gonna be doing some thinking on that and get all that stuff taken care of, because it's gonna be interesting to see how it all plays out and works. A few people recognize me from some of the positive posts and stuff that I'm doing on Facebook. I'm starting to get people recognize me when I'm going through town with the stuff that I'm doing online. I'm becoming more and more known throughout the community, which is good and bad at the same time. It tends to tie up some time when I go somewhere, because somebody always wants to talk or ask a question or has a story or whatever, which is fine. But it's just me. I do all of the clerical and whatever for the business. I only have so much time. So every once in a while, I just gotta be like, hey, look, appreciate you. I'm really busy. Here's my card. Feel free to shoot me an email or anything like that, and do what we need to do. But I think that there's some real potential. I've got some bigger businesses that have really started to notice what we're doing, and they're reaching out to us and doing all that stuff. So it's going to be cool to see how this all works and how this all plays out. So I'm excited about it, I guess.
You've gotten business from my BNI people, like wood for their Airbnbs, or
half
food.
A cord.
Well, but I'm just saying, like, there is potential. Like, everybody, we live in Maine. Everybody knows somebody who needs firewood.
Right.
So that's the thing.
Mainly off grid. How you doing? Good to see you. So Kenny and Chris are going to be at Boonville. That's the guy from Wisconsin in the Woodyard channel that interviewed me at Bunyan last year.
Oh, yeah.
And I took Chris's advice. So if Chris is watching, or if anybody sees this and sees Chris, I took Chris's advice and it worked. He told me that if I treated YouTube like a job and I did what I was supposed to do, that it would work. And I did. I treated it like a job, and I've really pushed. I've really tried, and I notice so quickly if I miss 2 or 3 days, my algorithm gets thrown off and everything just falls apart. I've got to do a lot better with maintaining a regular schedule, making sure my videos are done ahead of time. I don't like recording videos ahead. I am going to tell you guys all that right now. I like to do my videos the day that we do them. I like to have them there, and that's it. I don't like my videos ahead. I feel like it puts things out of sequence. I feel like it's not genuine. It's not the way I do my channel. I don't like that stuff. So I've got to get better and more deliberate about making sure that I do my things. But just like Yadkin Valley just said, his YouTube is ADHD controlled. I have ADHD, or I have things that just come up and happen that I can't necessarily bring you guys along for and show you what's going on. I've got some stuff going on behind the scenes with other companies and with other stuff going on that I can't share with you guys right now. When I can and when I'm able to, I will certainly put all that stuff out there so that you guys can see it. But there's so much going on right now for this little firewood business up here in Maine that there's lots of times I don't have the space, the time to get everything done, and we just do it. It's really it's turned into a lot. But Chris was the inspiration behind getting me where I am today. He told me if I did my work that it would pay off. I've done my work. It's starting to pay off now. We've built a really good community. We've built a really good group of subscribers and followers. The podcast is taking off really well. Everything is just, it's clicking and everything's starting to fall into place. But as it clicks and falls into place, everything's getting busier. I really wish I had somebody to record videos for me every day so that we could just work and they recorded. It doesn't work that way, so we try to do the best we can with what we have.
Absolutely. I mean, well, I think as with anything in life, consistency is key, right? So like that's the thing that your friend there told you is like be consistent. If you're gonna post every day, then post every day. If you're gonna post twice a week, post twice a week. Post the same day, same time, twice a week. You know, like so consistency. And that's what a lot of people aren't. A lot of people are not consistent. So you know, I hear what you're saying about like trying to keep things like relevant and you know like but maybe it might be worthwhile just having like a little bank of you know like kind of like I don't know something like one-offs just to kind of have like in the back because there are going to be days where like oh maybe like today like where you're like I'm going to take a day off or maybe we're go on a vacation sometime that doesn't involve firewood
because I know I missed a few days with my back being out and my views, my watch time hours, everything have tanked. They've gone way down. So it's, I don't know. It's hard. And I really enjoy watching the videos that you guys make for those of you that have channels on here as well. I don't have time to watch them anymore. I mean, I'll skim through really quick to see what's going on and that's it. With everything else that's going on, I do not have time. And that kind of bugs me a little bit too. It's taking what I thought was fun and what I really enjoyed, and it's making it more of a hobby. And it's, you know, it's one of those deals where, I don't know, it just, when it turns into not being fun, it makes me feel like I don't want to do it. So I like it when it's just something that I do. My normal routine, I'll get up when Grant fires a saw in the morning. I go out, I stack for Grant. I come in, I start editing my video. Kevin gets here in the morning. We go and deliver whatever we've got for firewood that day. I come back in, I finish my video, and I post it. That seems to be my routine. If I can keep that routine and keep going with it, that's what I like the best. And then I do all of my equipment stuff and everything else in between. The Facebook stuff is easy because the Facebook and YouTube and TikTok, it's all short reels. It's a 30-second to a 1-minute clip. So those are really easy to just sneak in and get them, you know, get a couple of quick shots and go. But the long form videos, to make a 20-minute video, there's just, you know, I've got an hour and a half to 2 hours worth of video that I'm trying to condense down into like 20, 25 minutes. And it's a lot of editing, even though I don't edit that much. You guys have seen my videos, you know, I don't edit a whole lot, but it takes a lot of time to go back and forth. So it's just, I'm trying to find what works because I really enjoy this YouTube platform and I like YouTube for what it is. I'm just trying to figure out how much time to put towards this and where to put the time towards it. I had somebody reach out that I went to high school with. She and I were good friends for a lot of years. She does marketing. She looked at my social media platforms and she's like, "You are everywhere." She's like, "You're so scattered." She goes, "And nothing's consistent." And I was like, "Yeah." She goes, "No." She goes, "It needs to be consistent across like all your platforms, everything you're doing." And I was like, "Well," I said, "I don't have time for that." So she's offered and has reached out and has offered to go through and basically make all my platforms congruent, the same. She knows about the SEO ratings and all of that stuff. So she wanted to talk about some of that. We'll see how that works. I've started using Chat GPT for some of my video descriptions. That helps with putting the hashtags, the correct hashtags in. It does my links for my vendors like Saw Supplier, Cord King, people like that, Typhoon. So all that stuff gets put in there. But there's so much to it that I still don't know. And I want to try to do the best I can for the people that are watching the videos too. So it's a lot. I wish I had the money to just hire somebody really good that knew what they were doing with this stuff, but yeah, it's one of those deals where it's a lot of time and a lot of work besides the work and time that we're already putting into our firewood business. So that's my rant for social media and YouTube. I have tried to be, oh dear, she just spilled her soda in her lap.
It's okay.
Oh, it's okay, I guess.
Just a little bit. It's all right.
So I've tried to do 1 minute positive posts on Facebook. They're not necessarily firewood related, so I haven't put them on my YouTube channel. What do you guys think? Do you guys want to see something positive that pertains to either business and or personal life? I try to do 1 minute videos because all it takes is 1 minute to change somebody's outlook, somebody's perspective, and to make this stuff work. And I've received more feedback through those short 1 minute videos than I have any of my YouTube videos. And it's, for me, I really enjoy those videos. I wish that I had had somebody that I could sound some of this stuff on. And I just didn't. You know, I kind of figured a lot of this stuff out the hard way. And I think that's the way a lot of us learn. So if I can use these little 1 minute videos to try and help somebody out that may be starting a business or thinking about starting a business or anything like that, I think that, you know, that's all it is really worth to me, is if I can help one person, that's all that I ask for. So
Well, I gotta say too, because I was always at you because he was not positive. He was always negative. And I'm like, you get the energy that you give. So if you are always negative and the world is falling apart, then life's going to be real damn hard. You know what I mean? Like
true story.
you have to be positive. And I truly believe that the universe provides. I feel that if a door closes, something else, it's because that wasn't meant for you. So something else is going to open up and open up a different door or a different path that you might not have known. So I think it's always, it's okay to be upset and it's okay to be kind of frustrated about something. It's totally, those are valid feelings. But if you're letting it consume you and letting it hold you back from moving forward, then that's not healthy. So being positive, I think, and being open to that, to what the universe is trying to put in your way, it's really refreshing to see you try to be positive.
To try to be positive, you see that?
Yeah.
Try.
Yeah.
Because I'm trying every day.
Yeah.
It's something that I've struggled with, and she's right. I'm very much a fix a problem. Don't want to deal with whatever it is. I just want to fix it. And sometimes it doesn't need to be fixed. Sometimes it just needs to work its way out. And that's something that I've gotten better about or tried to be better about. But my wife taught me something or asked me to do something a long time ago, and I never did up until last October. And I've done that, and I've done it consistently since October. And it's something she struggles with now, and she sees it now that she has her own business. But it's finding one thing you do well and doing it. So I did that with firewood. I know firewood. I know how to make firewood. I know how to do all this stuff. I know the ins and outs of the firewood business better than just about anything that I know how to do. So firewood for me is the easiest thing in the world. But I used to do earthwork. I used to do tree work. I used to do landscaping. I used to do plowing. I used to do material deliveries. I used to do anything.
Greenhouse.
Greenhouses, anything to make a dollar. I did it. And I would stretch myself so thin there would be no time left. And I was always chasing my tail. And she always used to tell me, why don't you just pick one thing and do it? And I did. I picked firewood and I did it. And I've been doing it and it works. And I got to say, I don't talk about my faith a whole lot. We don't go to church every single Sunday. But every single time that I have had a need that has needed to be met, I always say, if I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, give me a sign, let me know that I'm doing what you want me to do. And it seems like every time I've had to have money, I've had to have something paid, a bill, whatever it is, I've had just enough come through to make that happen. And that's telling me that I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing and that I'm doing the things that he wants me to do. You can have the best plan in the world you want, but he has the plan. And if you're not going to follow his plan, it's not going to do what you want it to do. So you need to follow along. Oops. Yeah, sometimes a hobby will turn into a business, and that's what firewood was for me at first, was a hobby. The hard part of turning a hobby into a business is if the business grows too much, your hobby becomes not fun anymore. So if you're going to do firewood as a hobby, um, that's fine. If you want to do firewood as a business, find a new hobby. I'm not sure what my new hobby is going to be yet. I've got some ideas, um, but I need a new hobby because firewood is my business. So right now, YouTube's kind of my hobby, and I enjoy YouTube. I like doing this stuff. I like the social media. Right now, my hobby is probably the equipment sales. I really like equipment. I like heavy equipment. I like machines. I enjoy them. So I am using that as my hobby for right now. But once we get on a roll with that and that turns into a business or starts generating enough money and using enough time so that it's work, I don't know. Fly fishing with Russ is not going to work. I do not have the timing for fly fishing. I've tried that. It's like golf. Golf is a pretty ignorant game as far as I'm concerned. That little white ball does not go where it's supposed to go. It either goes far right, far left. I mean, it's not good. Yeah, my hobby is sitting on your left, my right. She's great, and I did a post about that this morning. The woman that you set yourself with will dictate everything else and how it falls in your life. I am very, very fortunate. This is my second wife and my last wife that I will ever have till death do us part. But I can't ask for better. I really can't. And she's my best friend. I enjoy her. I enjoy the family and the life that we've created. Is it busy? Yes. Is it perfect? No. Is it stressful? Yes. Do we make it work? Sure, sometimes. But we're just like anybody else. We're normal people.
We're getting through.
And I think that, she's the anxious, worrying type of person. I'm the, here's the plan, let's just do it and fix it. And we balance each other out. I'm trying to be more understanding, more patient. I think I am more understanding and patient than I used to be.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things. You grow as an individual through time, and having somebody that has some grace with you and knows that you're not perfect makes all the difference in the world. So
Yeah,
Kevin says that he and I should go golfing sometime.
that'd be funny.
I'll tell you right now, Kevin, I'll go golfing with you sometime. Maybe we'll just go to the driving range. And I'll tell you right now, golf with me is not good. Not good at all.
You know, going back to the marriage thing, I listen to a lot of motivational podcasts. I'm either like motivational, like Mel Robbins or Rachel Hollis, or I'm like true crime, like one of the two.
Yeah, she tries to
So,
find ways to
like,
murder me.
there was one of the motivation. No, I do not. But I find it interesting. When I was listening to this podcast that talked about marriage and how somebody had said, you know, everyone always says marriage is 50-50, right? And she's like, that's the biggest crock of shit. She goes, marriage is never 50-50. She goes, there's always going to be somebody that is having an off day or having, you know, is at a harder point in their life. It's my job as a spouse to read what my partner is going through. And if he's having a hard time and he says to me, I can only bring 20% to the table right now. Okay, babe, I got you. I got the other 80. Whatever it is needs to add up to 100. So there have been plenty of times in my life where I'm like, I got like 10%. So Russ brings the 90, and then, you know, vice versa. So it's one of those things where he's helped me through stressful times. Like when I was going through graduate school, it was very stressful, and Russ carried this family. And you know,
Those are some long
yeah,
years.
yeah. And starting a new career, you know, I helped, you know, when I got done with grad school, he wanted to do his business. Okay, I got you, you know. So the tables flipped, and then I wanted to start my business, so the tables flipped again. So, you know, there are very rarely are days where we're both like 50-50. It's usually, I'm at like 30 and he's at 70, or if, you know, vice versa. So I think it's all about like being able to read your partner, and then being able to say, I had a shit day and I need some extra support. I need some extra help, and being open to that and not taking things personally. So, I think it's really nice to hear all these other comments about people who've been married a long time and how they appreciate their spouses, because life is hard, and we just want to have the best time. You know, we want to be happy and healthy and experience things. And you know, we've been very blessed this last year, especially. We've both been able to grow our businesses. My business has grown, you know, astronomically in the last year, and Russ, his consistency, his hard work, it's finally paying off. And it's really refreshing to see that, you know, when you do work hard, when you are consistent, when you're doing something you're passionate about, it can pay off. It does pay off.
Yeah, well, that's the thing with me. Firewood is my favorite thing to do, so I don't necessarily view it as work. I get to work with Gramp and Kevin. Gramp's my hero. Kevin's one of my best friends. I mean, can't ask for much better than that. So it's one of those deals where the more you do this stuff, the better off everything is. It's to the point that I've worked with Gramp and Kevin long enough. We don't even need to talk. We can just do what we need to do and it happens. But to kind of go back to, what she was talking about with the 50-50 and everything, when she was going through grad school, there was probably a couple of years where she never had 50%. She was stressed. She was trying to get through classes and tests and clinicals and all that stuff. And I remember telling her one day, she was really stressed out with school and everything else, and money was short. And I said, look, I'll keep a roof over our head and wheels under our butt. The rest of it will wait, but we'll make it work. And I was working full time plus running my business full time. And I'll tell you right now, I was working 120 hour weeks, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year until it was done. And, some people that didn't understand what we were doing or what we were trying to accomplish, were chirping in ears saying, oh, he's never around. All he does is work. Why are you doing all this stuff alone? And, you know, regardless of what your plan is, when you've got somebody, you need to surround yourself with people that have the same goals that you have. If somebody does not have the same goals that you have, somebody is always going to have something negative to say. You will never hear somebody that is trying to do better than you or that is doing better than you put you down, because they're too busy to worry about what you're doing. And if you need hand or you need help, they're going to give you a hand and they're going to give you help because they don't care. They're already on their way. They're already doing what they need to do. It's the people that are complaining because they don't have enough money for their bills, but they clock out half an hour early every day from work and take Friday off because they didn't want to go to work, that are saying it must be nice. It is nice when you bust your butt and you have what you need at the end of the week. It is nice when you bust your butt and you have all the things taken care of so that you can have that family vacation or whatever else. I don't ever want to tear anybody down or put anybody down for anything. And it's that way with the firewood business, it's that way with equipment, and it's that way in my personal life. If somebody is struggling, we don't know what somebody's going through. I lost my best friend to suicide 2 years ago. He let everything get to be too much. It was too heavy. He couldn't deal with it. He couldn't do it anymore. And we lost him. He decided that it was easier if he just went away. So it's one of those deals where you got to pay attention and you've got to put kindness out there. That little bit of kindness, that little bit of help that you give somebody could be all they need to get through that day. They could be teetering on that edge, that 1 minute of kindness. That's why I say in my videos, I just need 1 minute, just 1 minute. And the Facebook videos, they've gone really, really well so far. So, you know, judging by some of the comments here, maybe I will throw a few of those up on the YouTube channel and see what happens. Not necessarily firewood related, but it can be. And we'll go through that stuff and we'll see what happens. But yeah, it's having somebody that you can confide in and that you know has your back no matter what is important. I have a few very close friends that I can call just about any time, and they'll help if they can help. And you know, I have my wife, who is my best friend. I've got what I need. We can make it go. So Shauna agrees. Well, there you go. Shauna says she wants positive. We can do that too. Yeah, it can be its own content, and it doesn't have to be firewood related. So I've been doing it on my personal Facebook page. I made a digital creator page, and those have kind of taken off. Everybody really likes the positive outlook stuff, and it's different topics. So it's not just being positive. It's different topics, and you know, it's just things that I think about while I'm traveling. You know, one of the things that I did the other day, a couple of weeks ago. How many times have you guys ever had a customer that became a friend, but had a friend that wanted a discount? I've had customers that became better friends than some of my so-called friends.
Me too.
And I've had friends that every single time they come in or they order something, hey, I'm your friend, so you should give me a discount. No, I shouldn't give you a discount. It's just one of those deals where if people really appreciate you, if you're honest with what you're doing for work, they will appreciate the services that you're providing and the products that you're giving them. If you're one of these people that are, you know, taking advantage of somebody, you're not giving the right amount of firewood, you're not selling dry firewood when you say it's dry, whatever it may be, if you're not being honest, then, you know, it's just one of those deals where you gotta step back and say, we gotta be doing something different. You don't go to Dunkin' Donuts and ask for a discount on your coffee because you know the person working on the other side of the register.
Right.
So. Hey, boots in the grass, that's good. Sell that firewood, buddy. Yep, Josh Leach said people don't go to stores asking for a discount. That's exactly right. Joe Main, how you doing, buddy? Good to see you. Yeah, so that's just it. If you're my friend, you're going to pay what my price is because you know how hard I work already anyway. You know, I would never go to a friend that's a mechanic and have him work on my vehicle and say, oh, you're going to give me a discount, right? No, I know how hard mechanic work is. I've done it my whole life, worked on my own stuff. If I've got somebody working on it and they're my friend. I know they're going to do the best job they can for me. Whatever the price is, that's what I'm going to pay. And you know, that's the way it should be. Don't ask for a discount, but I can guarantee you right now, the little businesses, those are the ones that'll help you the most. It can be a Saturday or a Sunday in that little garage. If you're a good customer, they'll keep that garage open. They'll get your vehicle going. They'll do what they need to make you run again. Walmart doesn't care. The big garage in town at the dealership doesn't care. If it's the weekend, they're gone and they're home. That's it. So, you know, take care of those that take care of you. Don't forget where you came from, because lots of times those little people, it's just one of those deals. Amber, PM Molly, maybe she can help a little bit with Mac till you get to the vet. She's a vet tech. So
Okay, I will. Thank you.
he's gimping and limping and yipping, so something's not right.
He's not really limping though. It's something's, I mean, if he was like having a hard time walking, I would have taken him to the emergency vet, but he's really done okay. It's just very positional, but I will message Molly.
So for those of you guys that are in here that do firewood, the best way that I have ever found to price your firewood is this. If you have firewood that you pay $125 a cord for, you have to double that log price when you sell it. So if you're paying $125 a cord for logs, you need to sell it for a minimum of $250 a cord. Now that's $250 a cord bulk in home heating size splits. Anything smaller than home heating size splits, or any smaller amounts or quantities than that, that price is going to go up. But you have to double your log price for green wood. Dry wood, go ahead and add another $50 to $100 a cord onto that price depending on your market. So that's something that I've found and that has worked time and time over and over again. It's just, there's so many people that say, oh, well, I get free wood from the tree service, so it works out. I'll tell you right now, I'll take my firewood poles that I buy and that I pay money for, and I'll put it beside your tree service wood. We'll run all day long. You show me how much firewood you made, I'll show you how much firewood I made. We'll compare it. At the end of the day, you still cannot sell that tree service wood any cheaper than I can sell my pole wood for. But the problem is that you probably did half of the amount because you're dealing with all of those great big logs, and I'm running nice, easy to handle stuff. So it's all relative to what's going on. So, you know, you got to pay attention to that. So we've run over quite a bit. We were yakking and talking and going. Bill Saflarski, you're absolutely right. Nothing is free. That's for sure. And so when you get paid to haul some of your wood, you're doing pretty good right there, Yadkin. That's what it is. So they have to pay $6.75 per foot to get the log truck to the island because it's coming across on a boat. So,
oh, geez, yeah.
Yeah, so that adds to the cost too. And you know what? The people on the island understand and they appreciate the fact that you guys are doing that firewood still. So that works out pretty good. So, you know, good on you guys for growing that business over there on that small island. That's a service that is needed for sure. So
definitely.
Congratulations on that, and that's working out good for you guys. So 45 foot for a truck. Yeah, sounds about right. So gotta like that. That's a cheap ferry ride across. Not really, but sounds good. So we will see you guys on Wednesday. I will see you guys on Wednesday. I don't know if Mrs. Willey will be there. The week gets busy. So we'll do what we can. I'll start putting some of the positive posts up on YouTube. If you guys see them, they're gonna go in the shorts category. I try to keep them a minute or less. So we'll put them in the shorts category. Let me know what you think, and we'll see how they go. But hopefully it helps somebody, and we'll get all that done. I appreciate you guys stopping and chatting with us. It was nice to have Mrs. Willey here. She doesn't always pop on, but I told her that some of you guys had missed her. So she came on and graced us with her presence.
Yes. Well, I usually, during the school year, I'm getting Richard ready for bed. So a little more flexibility in the summer months.
But we will see you guys all on Wednesday. Have a good, safe start to your week, and we'll see what we got going on when we meet on Wednesday night. Have a good night, guys. Remember, a little bit every day goes a long way, and
help somebody if you can.
there you go.